Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. My name's GBay99, and today I am happy to announce that Doom bots are finally here. Kinda, sorta. We're gonna talk about that in a bit, but firstly, though, I just want to start off by saying I've been a little under the weather recently. I'm not sure if you can hear it in my voice, but that's why I haven't been streaming recently. I've also been working on a super high-quality video that I'm really excited to get out to you guys, my high-quality, highly edited, highly researched video for the week. I think it's going to be one of my best videos yet, to be honest, not to get your hopes up or to get you overly excited or anything, but I just want it to be perfect, so I'm going to wait until my voice is a little better and wait till I'm feeling a little better to make sure everything is absolutely as good as it can be. But anyway, getting back on topic, Doom bots are finally here. What are Doom bots, for those of you who haven't heard? Well, it's a new game mode that's a little bit difficult to explain, but basically it's a game mode where you play against bots who are ridiculously overpowered. They've been on the PBE for a little while. Right now they're only on EU West Live, and they're going to be up on NA, I believe, and I'm not too sure what other servers, but they're only going to be up for a limited time, about 2 weeks yet again. It's a pretty crazy game mode that looks pretty fun. Would it be fun forever? I'm not too sure, but it kind of bugs me that yet again it's going to be another game mode that's removed after 2 weeks. For those unsure as to why it is that Riot keeps on releasing these really fun game modes but then removing them and taking them back after a couple of weeks, it's because of how Dominion was basically received from the community. Sure, it was fast and fun.
Dominion's pretty fun. It's fast. It's fun. It's fast. It's fun.
Oh, is it fast and fun, George?
It's fun. It's Dominion. I don't even play it once a week.
He doesn't even play it once in a
I was
week.
like, man, Dominion's gonna be so awesome. It's fast. It's fun. And then it's like, hey, I don't want to play this anymore. Back to something good.
Riot has viewed this as a commercial failure, I suppose, because of that, and because nobody seems to play it anymore other than a handful of players, and they haven't released a permanent new game mode since. I guess they view this as their solution, making these timed exclusives so we have to appreciate them if we want to play them at all, but you know, they're super fun game modes. Why can't we have them permanently? Firstly, even if only 1 to 5% of the community plays Doom bots or hexakill or Earth or All for One or whatever, unless you're losing massive amounts of money by keeping it in the game, running servers for it, or creating a matchmaking service or whatever, you should just leave it out there for the fans who do wholeheartedly appreciate the modes if it's not directly hurting your company. I know what it's like to put hundreds of hours of time and effort into a project that you don't get the reaction you want from your fans. I've spent days, sometimes weeks, creating things like my Did You Know Esports or A Great Year for Esports videos, all of which don't really come close to the viewership of my average tips on getting better videos. But that doesn't mean that I scrap the idea entirely or release it for just a limited amount of time to encourage fans to watch it when they can. It's not the most profitable thing in the world for me to make videos like this, but it doesn't cost me all that much either, and I make them for the people who enjoy them. You know, I'm not going to remove potential enjoyment from others, not to mention the fact that there still are people who enjoy these wholeheartedly. I'm not just going to stop making them for profit's sake. Maybe that's a bad comparison. Riot goes through a lot more risk developing game modes for months that people may never end up using, but either way, you shouldn't really treat us like we're your ungrateful children or anything. You don't take a kid's Christmas toy away after 2 weeks if you don't think he's appreciating it enough or using it as much as you'd like him to. There's no reason to, since there's still a ton of joy to be had with it in the future, even if you don't see that reaction immediately, or even if you just don't get the reaction you want on release. There's no way he's going to be able to have as much fun as you want him to anyway if you end up taking the toy away. Maybe that's a bad comparison too, I have no idea. But what I do know is that these game modes are fun. I love playing these game modes, and I always get sad every time they're taken away. I want to make videos with the game modes, I want to show gameplay, I want to just chill out with my friends and be goofy sometimes, running around in Earth mode or any one of these modes, which are so enjoyable, but we never get to because of the fact that they're taken away after only 2 weeks of playing them. Some people say, you know, it's good that they take them away after 2 weeks because after 2 weeks is when they stop being fun anyway, especially in game modes like Earth, where people stop trying to have fun and just do whatever there is to win, you know, picking the best champions for the new game mode. But in the end, it's still a fun thing to queue up with 5 of your friends. It's still a fun thing to queue up yourself. And even if, you know, a few of your teammates or a few of the enemies are just going to pick the best champions, it's still fun to be goofy yourself. Go Teemo, place a million shrooms, go Poppy, just keep on running into people in Earth mode. You know, whatever the mode is, there's all sorts of really fun things you can do, but we can't do them anymore because they're now gone. I don't want to just bash Riot here. I love the company. I just want to sort of give my thoughts on this policy they've had for a while. A lot of these game modes like Earth and All for One and probably Doombots, I would still be playing right now. I'd play them for months on end if they were available. It's sad to see that, unfortunately, I can't do that because they aren't available, which I would go so far as to say they ought to be. Anyway, though, those are just my opinions. Please leave your own down in the comments below if you think these are good comparisons, if you like this mode or not of having all these timed exclusives, if you know, maybe these do make you appreciate them more, and maybe Riot will eventually release more permanent game modes, but until then, I'm gonna always be wishing I could go back and play some more Earth. Anyway, I'll get back to working on getting better as soon as possible so I can get my super good video out for you guys and start streaming again as soon as possible. But until then, thank you very much for watching, good luck in solo queue, and have a wonderful day.